Okay, so Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Shiva Boom Om. I am now hanging out with, give me your name again, please.
Braden Tegman.
Braden Tegman, fantastic. We are doing a build on his name for mental health. So Braden is Braden, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So B would be 2, all right. I believe R is a 9, okay. BRA is a 1. Very good. BRA. Whoops. Hold on. Plus 1 BRA. BRAD is a, let's see here, a 4 for fire. Very good. E would be a 5. Okay. And then the N is a 5 again. Very cool. Which is the new world order number. Do you want a middle name or just your first and last name?
Let's add middle.
My middle name is like, I'm J. William Russell, for example.
Yeah. Scott is my middle name.
Oh, you're kidding me. That's Scotta is the daughter of Akhenaten, gave birth to Nova Scotia, and it's Scotland, but it's really about Venus. Very good. So is that SCOTT?
Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Awesome name. Okay, so S is a 1. Cool. I believe C would be a 3, of course. 33 degrees. A C. O is a 6. Very good. And 2 T's. Wow, nice. Torah and Talmud. That is 2 2's. Wow. 2 like in ballet. Awesome. Alrighty.
There's a lot of double 2's with November 22nd.
Ah, cool. Yeah. Well, we'll build on that in a second. And your last name, sir?
Tegman. T as in Tom, EGMAN.
Beautiful. Wow, Tegman. Taurus. Of course it is T. Once again is 2. Very good. Like Terminator 2. E, again, is a 5. Cool. Now the G, of course, your Freemasons love the number 7.
Of course.
So G is a 7, but we're all 7 up. So cool. TEG. And then the M for Mary is a 4. Cool. Or Marine. Tegman A is a 1. And the N. All right, we're almost done. Awesome. N is a 5. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Great. Okay. Wow. Okay, so before I even, I'm going to do a psychic thing with you. I'm going to try this. So I'm getting the number 64. Now, this means this. This means that every number I do relates to an elder, someone older. It's not good or bad, which means that we all have to deal with people that are a little bit lost. We've all been misguided with good intentions. So does that number 64, like you have Nintendo 64, I'll tell you 64 in your Freemasonic number is a number of chaos. Now, chaos is not just about, life is bad. So is there someone mature, older, an influence with an energy like this that's influencing your life now or from the past?
Coming from a place of chaos, maybe?
Yes. Let's talk about chaos, drama.
Yeah, definitely. More so in the past, when I was in college.
Build on that in college. Was it a professor or, tell me.
It was a friend that I went to school down in Los Angeles, and he was an actor, and during my college experience, I wasn't quite as mature and needed to learn some lessons, so I was enticed by this friendship. He was fun to hang around, but he also connected me with a lot of celebrities, musicians, and performers, and he was really emotionally abusive.
Wow.
So that, if I can build on more of that if you want.
Oh, no, that's enough. Okay, so 64 would be the number 10 when you add it together. That means 1. That
Yep.
means that, yes, that means that there is one specific pattern. That means that this individual has probably created a ripple. Whenever someone does that to you, that
Mhm.
it echoes into someone else's body. And so that means that you have the fire of the number one, which is Mars, Aries. It's an energy. Everyone's a Martian. All these numbers, whenever I do this, right away it's war. The Bhagavad Gita starts off with something was taken from you and me in our minds or in our literal world. So this individual took your time. In yoga, it's called you cannot take the time, right? So someone stole something. So that means that you have a one, that you have the purpose of figuring out what is your magic flute. How do you use your recorder to sound like a saxophone? This person was into entertainment. All right, so you are an artist now, or what are you doing now?
That's interesting that you say that. I work in advertising, but I am actually working on the side, pursuing art, oil painting, and dancing.
Ah, you're a dancer, so that would be our first psychic moment, yes or no? I'm also a dancer. Very good. So that's great. That means that when you embrace that creative side of you, advertising means that when you have your flute, the flute helps to basically bring attention to where you are, attention to the fact that you are unique, attention to the fact that no matter where you go, you have an alter ego that is artistic. It is our Father who art in heaven. Now, the art in heaven has some controversy, has some red blues. We are dealing with your number one is your red. Your red would be your colors that you would use to paint. Are you into the colors red when you do oil painting? Is that a color that you like?
I do. I like all colors, so I don't
Fantastic.
red by any means.
Haha, beautiful. I would encourage you to really focus on your colors of red. You have more than one color of red. You have many styles and hints of this. So that would help probably help you heal from. I feel like you look like you're very humble, and you seem very like you take a lot of shit. Part of my language, and I think that you just sort of deal. I would encourage you to actually be a little more alarmed. Use that oil painting to express that repression of any time someone brought chaos. Anyone that was older with this 64, this chaotic world that we live in, you're not allowed to go to your authority figure and say, hey, I didn't like the way you talked to me. So then you go home and you vent through your painting. However, you have the right to find a way to also go into your advertising or your corporate world now, where it's all red and it's all Bruno Mars. We get this blood-like energy. Where you can use your flute creatively without whacking someone in their head. But I encourage you to be Mars is war, my brother. What kind of a war are we dealing with? So, how is your advertising job? Do you have anyone there competitive with you? Anyone there sort of being awkward with you or passive aggressive and kind of making it a little awkward?
So it was. I worked at Amazon for 2 years after I graduated, and then I
Wow.
quit last year to travel for a while. And now I more or less work for myself, um, doing it from home. So fortunately, I don't really have to deal with people.
Wow.
So that has changed. But before, yes, there was a lot of that when I worked at Amazon.
Wow.
And I'm definitely not meant for the corporate world, is what I learned.
Interesting. So, you know what Amazon means? One breast.
Mm.
So that means that there's something about the chest, something with milk, mama's milk. So I want to ask now, do you have any issues with anyone feminine, and it can be any gender? Is there anything going on with someone in their chest, in their heart, and is it kind of complicated, possibly?
I mean, I was hanging out with one of my best friends yesterday, and she has a heart problem and is having heart surgery. If that is
Oh my
relevant.
gosh, that is wow, wow, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
I am so grateful. You know, I get nervous with doing these because I never know where it's going to go, and it's also
Yeah.
intense for me.
Yeah.
Wow, bless you. So you're
Yeah.
already, you know what's beautiful about your energy? You're already figuring it out. You seem to have already gone with your number one. Your number one is a soloist, but a soloist, of course, has to have an ensemble, has to have some backup dancers. You seem to understand how to be with people and to help them. So this heart that you're dealing with, How is this person doing now, and in terms of that relationship, and how do you feel, and how is it going in your life?
Our relationship together is wonderful. We really connect on a very deep spiritual level, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that, she feels like a soul sister to me.
Wow, that's wonderful. So you know what? I don't really have much to say to you concerning that because you're already doing the work. See, what you are a symbol of right now, you're my first, I think, reading where I feel like you have independently, you've dealt with all this stuff that was drama, all your chaos. You just gave me an example. That could have broken you. That could have pissed you off and you could have been bitter. Hitler was a painter. This person that we think was dumb and evil. I'm not comparing you to Hitler, of course, but he was a visual artist. So let's just go and look at that. Maybe something happened to Hitler. Maybe that person, that's 64, right? He experienced that. And then when he became older, used his power wrongly. You're using your flute now to heal and work with people. And you are also a visual artist. The most dangerous person. People have... Oh, is that me or you? Sorry.
Sorry, that was me.
No worries. People have to wake up to their so-called evil people. They were born from someone. Krishna, in Hindu Vedic understandings, Krishna talks to a dictator and to a victim, gives advice to both, meaning there's no judgment. Look at your patterns. So you are living the path. You are going Siddhartha, south. You're dealing with your one. Where do you live right now?
I live in the Seattle area.
Seattle is also relating to south, to foundation, to the sea, the water. How are you dealing with what does water mean to you, and fish and foundation?
Oh, water is really important in my life. I definitely have a strong connection to water, and I grew up near a lake, and as often as I can, I get out and just kind of go on solo adventures where I'm walking around the lake or going to the ocean. I love water.
So that would be psychic moment number 2. We are working this. Now watch this. Your lake is Kale, Kale. Whoa, that is California. California is a place of the one who sticks her tongue out, the one who stomps on her destination to make sure that no one can get in her way. Do you feel that you have the means to be a little more aggressive when you get challenged? I think your only thing that I would say for this number 1 is to prepare yourself, because you seem very calm, to prepare yourself to maybe be a little aggressive when someone might want to ruin your lake. Take your vegetables, maybe question what you're eating, question how you're living, question what your sexuality might be, or whoever you might, blah, blah, blah. Do you notice that we're living in a world where we have a lot of questions and people analyzing what we eat or how we swim? Does that make sense to you?
Definitely.
I want to encourage you to use your flute of Krishna as a weapon and defend yourself and speak strongly, and don't feel bad about it because you were born in war. Someone stole something from you and me spiritually. Now I'm going to go into the number 1 astrologically with these angel numbers and tell you colors and your sort of zodiac signs with that. I don't want to.
And before we begin, are you able to see my camera?
Yes, I am. Hold on. Pardon me. Yes, I am. You want to show me something?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that. So that's pardon me, pronounce your name again.
Braden.
Braden is, of course, your Brahma. It's your brain. So I can see this is a very intelligent individual. So his name is also very much about the higher mind. He just showed me, or I don't know how you identify. We are all, your pelvis means a girdle. I just noticed that you showed me a statue of a goddess holding a flute. Yes or no?
Yes, it's actually Krishna.
It's Krishna.
Very strong.
So I did not even see that, and you and I are actually syncing, and oh my gosh, what's on your necklace? It's a fin. It's a fin of a whale.
Yeah.
I just mentioned fish, and I didn't even notice that. Wow, bless you. And you know what you're doing? I'm going to encourage everyone watching this build. You are not doing anything that no one else can do. What you did was this. You went out, you got your tie-dye shirt, you got your alchemy, You're wearing your beads. You bought a symbol. You didn't know that I might say something that would talk right to that. You have a beautiful picture in the back of another god. Beautiful. From a different culture. That's, I believe, Asian.
Yes, it's a Tibetan tapestry.
Wonderful. Tibetan tapestry is Talmud and Torah. And you have something Greek. Beautiful. Greek is, of course, Gaia for the earth. I see a bust of a head. Beautiful. And you have India. So you are doing the work. That is beautiful. That is called feng shui. Cool. All right. So now let me go into the number one with more details about astrology, because you obviously we're 15 minutes in. I'm going to try to go 45 minutes.
Okay.
Great. All right. So the number one, boom. Well, number one right away relates to positive, optimistic attitude. Right away you have that. Right away you are optimistic. Right away you didn't take anything personally, which is very rare today. A lot of people get defensive. So defensive is fed for red. Your Vedas are telling you you're living in red. Earth is hell. So who is Helena? Of course. So you're the sun card in the tarot. You're the magician. And you also have red and yellow. Does red and yellow mean anything to you?
Definitely. When I was younger, yellow was my favorite color.
Wow, let's applaud. I don't waste time. This is Venus working through me. So that is psychic moment number 3, because you and I are connected by our body parts have numbers. Bicep and tricep is 5. So we both have this. Great. So now let me click on the Magician Tarot. Do you like magic at all?
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell you look like you're a person that would love, I don't know, and I don't care about the Illuminati. All right. You have what? Chris Angel. You have David Blaine, right? You have all these people that might be a part of, but they have a talent, yes or no?
Absolutely.
And we can't just damn them, because they also gave us our reality. So wonderful. All right. So your number one, focused will, creation, creativity. Everything is possible. You look very hopeful. Confidence, communication. You just said you work in advertising, damn it. And I mentioned a flute. Now watch this. I don't know anything about you. The magician, guess what he or she is holding? A flute in the hand. Do you know what you should do? I encourage you, learn maybe how to play the flute.
I actually, 1 second.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. All right.
I have a Native American flute.
Wow. That's beautiful. Braden is showing me a gorgeous wooden Native American flute, and I did not even know that. And he has a symbol of the sun. Do you solar gaze?
Oh, yes.
And do you watch the moon as well?
I do, but unfortunately not as much as I would like to. I need to get out more. I'm buying a telescope hopefully this week, and I am going to be out stargazing and looking at the moon far more frequently.
Your tibia in your flute, Mozart told you, is your magic flute. Your Freemason, your symbol is your shin bone. Your shin bone is fire in Hebrew. I just gave you the number one in your name, so it relates to you. So that is very good. Applaud yourself for living your truth. That's fantastic. Great. Okay.
The thing about the flute is there's actually a moonstone embedded, and it's tuned to 432 hertz.
432 hertz. That is awesome. That is 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9. Wow. You know what your 9 is in Kabbalah? That is your yesod. That is your sexual organ. So your sexual organ is also a flute, which means that you are containing, you don't look very lustful. I'm sure that you've had your situations where, you've been tempted, and maybe you made some mistakes, as they call, as I have. We don't judge this shit. But I can tell that you're learning from how to contain simple, your music, your fire. Very good for you. This is a very easy build because you're open. So your planets here, of course, it's Aries. Mercury is in here, and we find individuality. Your corresponding rune in Ireland, the Norse, is Ansuz. Ansuz would be the answer. Do you find like you're someone that people can go to, my friend, and get an answer from?
A lot of my friends come to me all the time. A lot of them actually tell me I should be a motivational speaker or, a spiritual counselor. But I really want to do this through my artwork, so they're not wrong.
Wow. Now, when you were in school, I'm gonna just assume, I can tell, anyone with glasses or with 4 eyes. Krishna has 4 arms. So you be nice to your so-called nerds, your so-called geeks. Your geek is your Greek. So get him to the Greek. It is Geo for Gaia. It's your mama Earth. Now, when you were a child, were you maybe possibly teased for being a bit intelligent, and did people want to always get answers in math possibly from you or something like this?
Yeah. I think I was pretty well-rounded in terms of subject matter.
Nice.
But especially languages. I love language.
Great. So there we go. We are connecting. So anyone watching this build, please understand, this is not about me being a guru or better than this individual. This individual is teaching me. Your animals now are a dove, a cat, a crow, and a hummingbird. Do any of those animals mean anything to you?
All of them.
Yeah. Fantastic. So just basically go out in nature, get your flute, get your artwork, and just maybe you paint all those animals, right? And just say thank you to your squirrel. Is the squire is the knight. The associated color, of course, Augusta Caesar Anderson Cooper, ha ha ha, tarot. Your associated color is blue. So I would. What are you wearing right now, Braden?
I would say this is more or less blue in pink, black, and white.
Beautiful.
So it contains, both polarities in here.
Wonderful. So you're already living your truth. You're not even thinking about it because you are the damn. Everyone is psychic. Very good for you. So let me also get into your magician. Also relates to Master Hilarion. He who watches over the one energy. His energy stimulates the mental facilities. Is Freemason now and Morgan Freeman. Don't play with yourselves, celebrities, because we are celestial beings. We are, yes or no, Braden?
Agreed. Master
Hilarion's vibratory color is bright yellow. There you go again. Coldplay. It was all yellow. So, very good. Master Hilarion, I'll just also add this for you. I think you might like this. I'm a ballet dancer. There was a ballet called Giselle. In the ballet Giselle, there's a man called Hilarion. The character Master Hilarion in tarot means truth and science. That is Saturday, Saturn, Sabbat. So in the ballet Giselle, very simple, Giselle gets her heart broken by a man who lies and tells her he is single when he is not. Hilarion tells her, Giselle, you have a prince who is lying to you. And then guess what happens? In Act 2, Master Hilarion ends up dying. Dying by what? Dying because he did a good deed. And the women, when Giselle kills herself, basically dies of a broken heart, when she hears this news, Hilarion comes to her graveyard and the white goddesses take his soul and they push him off a cliff. Now that can be seen as dark, but no, it is not. It means that he told the truth and that Sabbat, Saturn, took his soul and put him somewhere higher. But you know what it really did? It demonized women. It made them look evil. Spirits, because women do handle your death. Who is Anastasia but the one that takes Christ into the reincarnation to rise? Yes or no?
Yeah.
And you were lifting someone with heart surgery. Yes or no?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So I'm going to stop that one there. Let me see.
Synchronicity. My other friend that I was hanging out with yesterday, her name is Anastasia.
Wow. Hare Krishna. I'm going to light my lighter and show my Taurus fields, my circles. Everyone, please get a reading here. It's a very reasonable amount. It's only 20, or if you do 40, I don't ask for tons. This is the work. We need to eat from our talent. I encourage you all, don't feel guilty, because if you're paying for a phone review and you're paying federal taxes and hurting third world countries, you cannot criticize anyone for getting paid. Yes or no, Braden?
Yes.
Now we'll go into your astrology numbers, and I'm going to find out what sign you are, and I'm sure we're going to have our minds blown by this. Very good. Okay, let me erase 64. Wow, that was 20 minutes, and wow, I made the best one, the most swift. So your birth numbers, please.
November 22nd, 1992.
Great. November is the, give me the number month that is.
11.
11, thank you. Of course it is. That's 1 plus the next number, please.
22.
22, yeah. And the next number?
1992.
Do you have a time?
I do. 10:26 p.m.
Wow, you're not playing around. 10. He's ready. 26. Okay. I see numbers 3, 5, and 1 is 9. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. Wow. Now, I'm just going to sort of pat myself on the back. Did I not just mention the number 9 that you saw, the skin flute? Yes or no?
You did.
And you have a flute? Yes or no?
I do.
Okay. Now, let's talk about romance. Let's talk about love. Now,
Okay.
it is totally fine to talk about what we like and what we're attracted to. How is your love life? How has your love life been? Have you had problems with finding people that understood your, let's say, your magical energy in your flute? Have you struggled, or has it been something smooth for you?
I have very much protected myself so far from a relationship only because I haven't connected with the right person yet. And I've been really focusing on myself. I'm sure that's because I have so many ones in my numerology.
Wow.
But I don't feel anxious or, behind. I definitely feel everything happens in divine right timing, and I'm not in any hurry.
You just said divine right. Now, if you go to England, all right, on their coat of arms or their newspaper, I believe it's in Latin, it says, "It is my divine right to have the people's souls, to have your money." You just said divine right. Your divine right is your doctor in Dominican Republic. We are all a Domino's head is a dome.
Mm-hmm.
We are all Republican, reptilian brain, yes or no?
Yes.
So would that mean that you might be possibly a virgin Virgo?
Astrologically?
No, I mean, have you physically given your energy, or have you saved yourself? Because I know someone that's never had sex and they're in their 40s.
Oh, no, I have once.
Beautiful. Once. Wait a minute. Watch this. The number 1. Oh my God. Your name equals 1. You actually, how old are you, my friend, again? I should know this.
I am 26.
For 26, which is, of course, 8, your meniscus, infinite, my God. For someone so young, living in a crazy world, with all this mind control, your truth movement's divided. Everyone in the gay people and the straight people are fighting, and here you are. You're like, hey, man, I'm okay. So let's just applaud Braden for that. Because I'm struggling at 43. When I was your age, Braden, I was screwing stuff, and I was trying to find, because I didn't have a father figure. I was watching a lot of porn. So you're teaching me. Very good. All right. So now, let's see. 3. So 9. Let me go into 9. This is going to blow your mind, man. Your 9 is your Navajo. Wow. You are a high mind, my man. Wow. So you're very powerful. All right. Let me get into it real quick here. Good. Let's see. Very good. So angel number 9. The universal spiritual laws, karma, spiritual enlightenment, light working, and light workers. You should have a channel. You don't have to. You work advertising. You just told me people like to go to you and you should be a motivational speaker. Well, I think you should do it with art. I think you should go and make your own little business in your own house where maybe you do visual therapy. What is that, the ink blot thing they use for psychology? What are they called where they use those little symbols in ink for your brain? Yeah. So maybe you should flip that and do your own version and just say, hey, man, how do you feel? Or woman. And you paint how they feel. You create these shapes and use colors and don't even think about it. And then you ask them, hey, what do you see? That is what I think you could do. That is a powerful thing. So let me also go into your 9 in terms of astrology. Good. Yeah. Your number 9 is, of course, Neptune. It is all the planets. Did you hear what I said?
All the planets.
It is all of the planets. All of the planets, my man, is PAT. What is a patriot? Not someone overly macho and alpha. A patriot, a pata, is your PH. Jupiter is the father and the mother. How are you? Do you have a lot of transgender friends, or are you at all involved with LGBTQ people? They need education.
Well, I myself am gay. I actually, not that I am aware of, I don't think I've ever met a transgender person.
If you can, I'm encouraging a lot of us to see if we can't find some, because we're living in the age of Uranus. So thank you for telling me that you were gay. Gay simply means an excellent person. I have been called, pardon my language, a faggot on YouTube and a nigger simply because I said I am queer. Queer simply means I am attracted to many things, and it's not only about sex. So shame on us for that. But I'm going to say thank you for that. We're living in the age of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Homosexual in etymology means Uranian, the heavens. That means beautiful, that you possibly have an ability to attract gay people who've been harmed. We know a lot of gay people are misunderstood. This is sad. And if the gays do not get someone to empower them, we're not going to move forward. There's homophobia in the truth movement. My mentor, no names, famous truther, has said faggot and even did my birth chart and said, hey, your Mercury means that you're a bit queer. Oh, it's okay. But then you see what happens. I hear the faggot word.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you're a healer. And you also should educate some people in LGBTQ about race. I was living in a house of LGBTQ. One of the 7 principles was race. When I moved in, they were afraid of me because I'm black and so-called cis, and I look straight. They didn't even know me. I'm a dancer. I was in an opera about Grant Wood, who was a queer American Gothic painter. And you and I are also linked by that, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them, talking to me, they wrote a letter kicking me out of the house. And when race was talked about, my brother, a white transgender ran out of the room. So they need to know that Marsha was a black transgender who founded the LGBTQ. It was a black female named Marsha from Mars, damn it. And you are number 1. So I encourage you, you don't have to force that, but look for your transgenders and help them because they're lost. So cool. Let me see. So
divide and conquer with
yes.
Every aspect of our being these days. So
yes. I'll tell you right now.
What's that?
Sorry, pardon me. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
Oh no, I was just saying I definitely resonate with that. I've gone through my own inner journey throughout my life, so I understand the process of acceptance and moving on to bigger and better things.
Good for you. You're taking the higher road. You know how many people can't do what you're only 20 somewhat years old. My mom can't do that. My famous truther can't do that. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that. The ego. So your color, the number 9 relates to the hermit. And what do? You basically like to stay in. I see you're very sort of inner. You're not out and saying, hey, look at me. I have a rainbow flag. There's nothing wrong with pride. Pride meaning, hey, look at me. I'm black. I'm straight. I'm a dancer. I'm a good tarot person. Yet you're not loud. You know how to go in your house, but still invite people, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Only does not mean if you stay in your house that you hate going outside, because your house is the dome of the earth. We're living in a house. A constellation is a house.
Mm-hmm.
What is house music but Master Hilarion? And don't my gays love house music? And Master Hilarion is your Mars, and that's all about you. This is one of the best builds ever. Your color here is gold. What does gold mean to your hermit?
I would say that my favorite color is gold.
Fantastic.
If you saw the rest of my room, I have.
Do you have any? Have you bought any gold, like rings or jewelry?
I have more gold jewelry than any other type of jewelry.
Psychic moment number, God knows what now, because you and I are just killing it with this, with love. Great.
You can see this, but this is my favorite necklace. It's a sun.
Wow. So Braden is showing me a golden, awesome necklace of the sun, and I didn't even know he had that. Bless you. Wow. Wonderful. So you're already, you know what, man? You're already on the path. So yeah, good for you. So just, I'll send you a copy of this video and just, pause it where you hear certain things and then take what you want from it and then just keep moving forward. Good for you. You are not wasting time. Very good. So the hermit now, of course, is holding a flute, a stick, but he's holding a light too. Whoa. Wow. Virgo and Aquarius show up. Independence, solitude. What does Krishna say to the confused warrior that has to die for his land because his evil family stole it? He said, do not fear. Fear is lust. Know that you are immortal, but if you are a good person, you're okay to die. When you know this, as you get older, he says celibacy, the cell of the dome. And what does he say? Solitude. And what are you doing right now?
Lots of solitude.
Beautiful. Now, I get Virgo and Aquarius. What does that mean to you?
I definitely resonate a lot with Aquarius. I have Aquarius on my 7th house cusp, and I have a Venus, Uranus, and Neptune conjunction in my 5th house.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. So you know your shit. So I want to learn from you. So now, you talk to me a bit about your Aquarius and what that means to you. I want to show my people who are watching that you do your homework. So just give me a bit of what you know about that.
Aquarius is an innovative, inventive, rebellious energy, and it's definitely coming from a higher octave. Same with Neptune.
Yep.
We are in the age of Aquarius, as you mentioned, and we are seeing this manifest all around us, especially with, with gay rights and LGBTQ matters. That's a great example of Uranian energy manifesting and kind of taking center stage.
Now, you mentioned you have Venus. Mention that other thing you mentioned. That was powerful.
So I have Venus, Uranus, and Neptune conjunct in my 5th house with my North Node there as well.
Whoa, wow. This is actually intimidating. That's very intimidating. Because Uranus, guess what? Venus and Uranus are one. That's your UV rays.
Yeah.
My God. All right. Let's just keep it simple. And wow, because I'm getting a little bit hungry here. So we have your gnosis is universalism. Or what is Catholic but universal? Oh, the Pope. No. Braden, you are a universe. Your energy is limitless. You have no ego. You're humble. You allow anyone to come in. But remember what I said now. You have the right to use your flute and be a little loud and use that wooden flute as a weapon. Not out of your way. You protect your people. Meaning, if someone hurts anyone you know, you take your time. You try to be nice. You be a good person. And if you have to whack them in their head metaphorically, you do it. Yes or no?
I did that recently, so yes.
Woo! Psychic moment number damn who knows what. So Braden is dealing with people who are ignorant and not taking the high road. You know how many times I hear, Jay, ignore it. Take the high road. But if you are not of color and being called a nigga and a faggot on social media, I humble thine, not you. I get people who write this stuff. We have to humble ourselves and deal with your war. We came into war, Bhagavad Gita. Your I Ching is grounding. You are grounded. Silent meditation is your meaning. You have 3 triangles, three triangles within one another. Damn. Wow. The anus has a triangle symbol in it. So interesting how we are gay here. I am queer. Why? What does this mean? Only gay sex? The way that you bring your higher mind, people. Gay people were shamans in ancient history. They were called heretics. Faggot, pardon my language, is a hurtful, but it means a heretic. Jesus Christ was a heretic and killed. Why? Because he knew how to love his who? His brother. He knew that he was also transgender. He knew how to be, let's say, a lesbo. The island of Lesbos, lesbians, gay people, know who you are. Slow down. Don't go to the club only. Don't be too loud because you will get hurt and end up cheating and being gluttonous and lustful. Yes or no?
Agreed.
Your animal is an eagle and a snake. Wow. Now, let me get more into that. Let's see. Jera, your rune. What is Jeremy spoken? Jesuit. Hi, Pearl Jam is sperm. Copper, phosphorus, and zinc. Your key phrase is this. This is a time of hard work and of reaping rewards for your past efforts. Let's applaud. I had someone from England, the same phrase, he loved it. You are the year of harvest, life cycle. Clearly you are a feminine symbol and you know how to birth consciousness. So, movement of time. Do you dance? Do you take dance lessons? Are you doing anything like ballroom, or do you like to? I think you said dance, didn't you?
I do dance, but I've never actually taken any lessons. I just
Ah,
dance on.
you don't. Well, wonderful, because you don't have to have lessons. But you know what I encourage you to do? See if you have the money and time, go into ballroom, flamenco, or if you want to take ballet, modern dance, anything. Go in there, and I bet you they'll learn from you.
I would love to, and I do plan to take dance classes. I'm a little bit intimidated with the various types of dance, and all of it is intriguing to me, and it's hard for me to narrow down my interest.
Good for you. Guess what your corresponding letter is?
Letter.
It relates to me.
Oh. With your name?
My real name, yeah.
Would it be a J?
Yes, applause. So I didn't know you. I knew nothing about you. I didn't know what you had in your house. And you're already saying, yeah, man, ding, ding, ding. Synchronicity, syncretism is simply shutting the ego and the mouth and opinions and sharing space with someone else who is also a genius. Now, your herb is rosemary. I would encourage you to get rosemary. What is Rosemary's Baby? Ah, the movie. That's an inverted, of course, Hollywood gives you a bit of truth. That simply means that you are also good with children. Do you like young people?
I love kids, and they are naturally drawn to me because I have an imaginative and playful quality to myself.
Wow. So you know what? I'm going to stop there. I'll tell you why. How many times do you hear adults say, oh, shut up, oh, baby screaming? I have so many professors who teach dance and don't like to teach babies because they don't like children. Now, I'm not damning them for that. They were abused when they were young. So as they get older, they forgot that they were also a baby. And the work of Krishna is to teach the children. So yes, I would encourage you, if you do ever go and use your painting for mental health, like what I said before, I would encourage you to, yes, invite children, encourage families to bring their babies and to paint and to encourage those children to go to your painting and say, hey, little Jeremy, what would you do with your finger? Put your finger in yellow. That's my color. Do a finger painting, Jeremy. That's the fingerprint of Hollywood, but they put their hands in the cement, my brother, because they're marking their 5 elements. So your babies are getting therapy from the sacred feminine. And that is the last thing I'm going to say. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shiva Boom Om Jhe and Braden. Now I'm going to shut up. I have how much time left on my camera here? Hold on. Okay, I have a few more minutes. Do you want to just talk about this reading and what you felt? And did you want to add anything to what you heard?
One thing that I was thinking is that we were talking about gay matters, and something interesting that I've come across recently. Of course, we know Two-Spirit people of Native American culture. Something that I learned more recently is African gatekeepers. Is that something that you have researched or heard about?
Wow. You know what? You are brilliant. I actually have not researched it, but I did hear about it. There was a famous truther named Nature Boy who did gay porn. Now, he lied a lot and came out in public and pretended to be one thing. So I'll keep it very simple. He mentioned that, homosexuality is important because they're the gatekeepers. Well, yes, of course, it's Uranus, boo-boo. It's heaven. Are there gates to heaven? Yes. So you just taught me something. I'm going to look more into the gatekeeper. Guess what I mentioned yesterday in my build on Facebook? I mentioned gatekeeper. I did. Yes, it's King George. Do you think your kings only liked females? No, they were bisexual. Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great. There's a Hollywood movie with Colin Farrell. Clearly, he's with a man and a woman, and he's fighting and ruling, yes or damn no.
Yes.
Gymnasium means to be naked. So homophobia, people got to get over themselves because your pelvis means a girdle. And if you call someone a faggot or if you gay bash anyone, when you die, Uranus will handle you and you will be eaten by the animal kingdom As Krishna says, that is a low frequency, yes or no?
Agreed.
Wow. So, Braden, you and I are on Skype now, and I am now a friend to you. So this reading is